No. No, 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 no. What happened to the files? What happened to the files? I could have sworn they were right there, but they're all corrupted? Again? Oh my god, bro. Who am I to talk? Maybe it really was no use to try to fix something that can't be fixed in the first place.
Hey, hello?
Yes, hello?
I'm looking for someone important. Is this Coda Amora?
Not anymore, I'm afraid.
Well, whether it's Coda or someone else, I need to speak about an important opportunity on the horizon.
Alright. I'm all ears.
Dancing with the demons in your eyes. Say you wanna leave, but that's a lie. Break me down, I'll find a way to get back off the ground. You don't believe me, but I'll tell you now. It's over now, shit. Take a step back down. I'll face the fire and force you to bow. And if you still cannot figure it out, it's over now. Too late to fight, you've lost your mind. Too late to hide, so long, goodbye. Wait, I'm just about to break. I'm pushing through the pain. Believe me, you can't get away. To find, you've lost your mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome everyone to LWE Riot. My name is Tiger Gaming. I'm your host here tonight, and we have an action-packed card lined up here for you tonight, including a light heavyweight championship #1 contenders fatal 4-way matchup, and we're gonna see the return of the Canadian Nightmare ZK. We're gonna hear what he has to say, as well an LWE Intercontinental Championship Open Challenge, and of course Casey Walker and Nick Callaway. We have a lot more action here tonight, but unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, a shocking turn of events at what happened at LWE Survival. Xavien Crace turning his back on the LWE Universe. We're gonna take a look to see what happened now.
At LWE Survival, everything they've ever known about LWE will be flipped on its head. And you will all be freed.
The time has come to finally take back what is rightfully yours. Do it now!
And there he is, the new world champ. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the new LWE World Heavyweight Champion, Xavien Crace. Ladies and gentlemen, we are removed from LWE Survival in the shocking turn of events that transpired. It seems some sort of new alliance has been formed in the path of what was an excellent show, ladies and gentlemen. Xavien Crace has regained the LWE World Heavyweight Championship for a third time. And it seems this time, he's not alone. We saw on the footage Andrea Mercer, William Parker, and the Titletown Titans all joining forces with the new world champion. In a shocking turn of events, and I agree with this crowd, ladies and gentlemen. And look at this son of a bitch, gloating it in, and just trying to get a reaction out of all of us here. We're gonna have to hear from him now. We gotta know what the hell's going on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. No, you know what? Something's not right here. I made a mistake. Hold on, 1 second.
What the hell? And Crace just throwing the world championship out of the ring there. Maybe Crace has a change of heart. What? No.
That's so much better. Peace at last, baby. Oh, what's the problem now? Isn't this what you wanted? No, where was this when I won my first LWE World Heavyweight Championship in the main event of Legendary? Or when I won my second in the main event of Wrestle Kingdom 2? Or when I sacrificed everything for us, for LWE, which forced me to give this up as a result. And instead of reacting how you are now, you all gave me well wishes for a full recovery. Now all of a sudden I come back and apparently LWE has moved past Xavien Crace. They say that everything is different because I started to fight for myself. But Xavien Crace is washed, right? Xavien Crace is boring, right? Xavien Crace is overrated. And all I wanted to do was do the right thing. Now I know that none of you might actually give a fuck about someone else's feelings, but imagine how I felt sitting at home with my family watching everything I have fought my entire career for fall apart because of guys like D'Angelo, Devin Isaacs, Damon Starr, Brad Epic, Nick Callaway, Jimmy Kane, ZK, Matt Gray. None of them were ever good enough to step up and take my place like I begged them to do. Imagine being forced to watch the place you once call home almost go under because of that and not being able to do a damn thing about it. I jumped off 50 feet off a Hell in a Cell, broke my spine in two. I shouldn't be able to be standing right here, right before you now. I selflessly carried the banner of this company on my back, not just here, but all over the industry, to the point to where my career should have been over. The amount of medical I had to pay out of pocket because this company can't pay anyone for shit. Don't you think I wanted to retire after all that? I didn't think I was capable of coming back, and the only reason I was at Legendary was to give everything up. But yet I was told that I'm not allowed to do that. The one freedom I had in my career taken away from me because our beloved shareholder told me I either have to come back and wrestle despite my condition, or that I would be released from my LWE contract because they couldn't find a use for me as a producer and didn't find me to be popular enough as a nostalgia act. The same nostalgia acts that wouldn't care if this company died tomorrow because they've already made the name for themselves and built their legacy, but they're still here because they're fucking broke. And to add to that, they felt they could make it up to me by basically handing me a spot in the match for the World Championship. How dare you spit in my fucking face like that? A spot I've spent my career in LWE emphasizing that you earn through fighting guys who deserve to be in that spot just as much as you do, such as Matt Gray, not guys who haven't ever touched the fucking main event like Cameron Inari. That's not earning a shot as a wrestler. That's treating me like a fucking charity case. But hey, maybe I should have stayed the same Xavien Crace for you all, huh? The one that would have shook hands and said whatever, makes the company feel better about forcing me to come back. None of you would even begin to understand that because all you've done is cheer it on. Watched as the roster fights like animals, tearing each other apart, damn near killing each other for your entertainment, pretending like we don't put our careers on the line every time we stepped in the ring. And then there's the people within, the ones who were all meant to count on. And this past Riot, all I could do is sit and listen to all four of them just sit there and tear each other down instead of trying to fix the problems with this place. Now, Brad and Mike, I expected them to go at each other's throats because those two have done nothing else in their entire careers but tear people down. But Damon, two of my closest friends on and off screen, and two people who I could trust to be where I am now, didn't do a thing. They just bickered and whined instead of fixing the problem at hand. I entrusted both of you two to carry the banner that I left behind, and you couldn't even do that. I entrusted you two to recognize just how serious this opportunity is, to dethrone that corrupt asshole at the top, and you couldn't even do that. Hell, this company told me this would be my last World Championship opportunity, and I was actually considering calling this off and giving it to one of you two. But you took what I gave and threw it all away. And don't even get me started on the current board of directors in LWE and its current shareholder, wanting to relive the past and bring up legacies that nobody can go back and watch anymore. Nobody could even go and see who Evan Mercer was. All they know is he fought Crossbones at Kingdom, fought Brad, fought Mike, and pieced the fuck out. And then they put him in charge of this place. But yet every time I turn around, he's popping up, showing his face, being another Tiger, being another Hudson. And that's where all of us came in. We no longer have confidence in the people who run LWE now. And I think it's about time for someone to say enough's enough. And as you can see, I'm not the only one this affects. You all know them as the Titletown Titans. Yet, Sam King and JJ Strife are much more than a tag team. We washed the past of any company record existing so you all can be convinced these two decorated talents have always been tag guys. And even more so, ones who have been consistently put under the management's boot since winning the tag team championship. They've been forced off of pay-per-view cards and handed a division with no competition left instead of being able to prove why they're the greatest talents LWE has on their roster. This company can't even tell you that they're both former world champions because they're ashamed of the circumstances they're currently in. They didn't even get to defend those LWE World Tag Team Championships at Survival because for some reason we needed to give their opponents past their prime a spot on a pay-per-view. And then there's Andrea Mercer, the lone mercenary, the one who was robbed of an opportunity after opportunity. From the LWE Diamonds Championship that was stripped off her before she even got the chance to defend it, to being put on the losing side of the pre-show at Wrestle Kingdom 2. And unfortunately, she's forced to live under a legacy that does nothing but look down on her and disrespect her. And these are people she's supposed to call family. But don't worry, I'm not going to ruin the fun for her because she'll be out here later tonight to share her side. Now, as for the Reaper, William Parker. You see, we share the same goal. Whilst cleaning through the sins of LWE, we've realized that we just want what's best for this company, and that's to bring peace. And now we have all come together to be known as the Peace Corps. And so officially, as of now, the Peace Corps holds LWE under martial law. Which means for the roster, you have two options. Option A, you stand with us. You no longer listen to the LWE audience, its shareholders, or even the board of directors. Champions no longer have an obligation to defend their title against people who haven't earned that opportunity, and don't even need to defend it in just LWE anymore. Those who LWE attempts to fire, strip, or suspend keep the right to still be here after because there's nothing they can do to stop us. We're carrying the flag of LWE across the industry, showing everyone what LWE could be. And the best part, LWE doesn't have to go away ever. We can do whatever we want. Or you could be dumb and pick option B. You can stand against us. But man, when I tell you, this is a warning to those who think they're able to play hero. You can speak of us, you can ride under the obedience of LWE, but we will make an example out of you.
Wait a minute! Oh my! Enough's enough! Here comes the shareholder of LWE, Xavien Mercer! Evan is tired of sitting back and listening to this son of a bitch talk. Everything that Crace just said, disrespecting me, disrespecting this audience, and it seems our shareholder has had enough and is out here to defend the honor of LWE from that son of a bitch.
I'm not one to be disappointed about things in LWE. I really can't be, because at the end of the day, this company belongs to the best interest of these people. So I remain unbiased when I can. But what you did at LWE Survival, what you're saying now, what the hell is wrong with you? Turning your back on the LWE Universe, making everything about yourself. I gave you pity. I gave you pity because you were in the same position I was in. I gave you the keys and the easy entry to the World Championship. and you do this? So again, what the hell is wrong with you, Chris?
Evan, you know, despite everything I've said, I pity you. I really do. Someone who's shackled to the chains of LWE. That's why you couldn't retire under your own terms, right? That's why you were more obligated to leave LWE in chaos instead of staying to protect it and to protect your daughter, right? You and others don't have to listen to LWE. Have LWE surrender to us and all will be forgiven.
You know what, Chris? This is exactly why I have to step in, because what you're fighting for, what are you saying? You're taking it all too far, and it has to be stopped before it goes anywhere. Now, I don't have the authority from the board to take the championship from you by vacancy. Trust me. I tried, but they reminded me, you hold the gold. I hold the power. So here's what's going to happen. First off, my daughter isn't sharing the ring with you, but Andrea Mercer, she will be dealt with later tonight. But for the Titans, I'm going to give them what they want. They feel underlooked, underappreciated for those tag titles. Then I'm going to give them a defense at Heart of Tokyo in a ladder match against a team that wins my upcoming tournament. There will be 3 tag matches, with the winners of those 3 advancing to the final Carnage in Kobe, Japan. From there, those winning teams of each match can battle in a triple threat tag team match where the winners face the Titans at Heart of Tokyo for the belts. As for you, Chris, I'm going to personally handpick your next opponent.
No, Evan, I don't think you understand what I meant. You do not have control over who I face anymore. You're not handpicking anything. You fucking earn it. And there's not a goddamn thing you could do about it.
All right, you know what? You're defending the LWE World Heavyweight Championship tonight against an opponent of my choosing, and hopefully I don't have to deal with Heart of Tokyo. And one last thing, all of you think you're immune from punishment, but William Parker, you're not. So enjoy the show, boys, because I am hereby ejecting William Parker from the LWE Riot Arena until the end of the night. And now, get out of my ring. These people have a show to see.
Is that fucking stupid? He's still not getting it. Stand your ground. Hold on, Evan. I'll play your little game tonight and defend my championship. But be warned, by the end of the night, the whole world will see just how much power the shareholder has.
Big news for tonight's LWE main event! Evan Mercer has signed it on! Xavien Crace is gonna defend the World Championship! Well, we gotta get ready for our first matchup here tonight! And we're here for our first matchup here tonight! And there's the man himself! Undisputed and undeniable, ladies and gentlemen. It's Christian Shelly. Certainly in a new environment for him here, ladies and gentlemen. Shelly entering the light heavyweight division. Former United States champion here at LWE. Former global champ. Looks to make a major namesake. This contest is a fatal 4 Callaway #1 Contenders Light Heavyweight Championship match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making his way down to the ring from Camden, New Jersey, he is Christian Shelly. Christian Shelly, a lot of fire in his heart, ladies and gentlemen. Ready to go for this matchup. And you know, for Christian Shelly, it's one of the biggest opportunities of his career, because Christian Shelly's been with the LWE since last season, since actually the season before that, and it's finally going to look for him to be stepping up into the ranks, especially with the light heavyweight championship scene getting so big, so popular. JC Martinez is the champ. Remember, the winner of this faces JC on Carnage. But to do so, he's got to get through a violent vermin known as Rabid. And his opponent first, from somewhere in the woods, he is the violent vermin, Rabid! Could you imagine waking up in the middle of the night and seeing what you just saw? Rabid standing in your room, stalking you like that, ready to attack. Well, that's what I feel like every LWE wrestler feels when they step into the ring with this man. Unpredictable in that ring. One of the most violent competitors you'll ever have the pleasure of meeting, ladies and gentlemen. He looks for an opportunity after having a little bit of a tango with Rayn. We saw what happened at LWE Survival. And here comes the man who just fought JC at Survival. Next, he is the official interviewer of LWE, Jaye. Hey, wait a minute, how's his throne moving just now? What? How do you do that? I don't know, but ladies and gentlemen, don't sleep on this man, Rayn. He put up one hell of a fight at LWE Survival. He almost defeated the light heavyweight champion JC Martinez and won the championship. His first ever championship opportunity in LWE for that title. And it was just one out of nowhere plastic surgery that caught him off guard. And all the enemies of the past came to haunt him. Of course, after the match, but here's a man none of these three are familiar with. Finally, he is unscripted violence, Aznable coming down to the ring with a lot of confidence. And wait a minute. Guys, I know everyone's asking the big question. Is that a light heavyweight? Folks, I promise you he makes the weight. He absolutely makes the weight, according to LWE officials. Remember, it's 240 or less to challenge for the light heavyweight championship. And that man certainly makes it, but that's going to be a big advantage for him. You know, power in the light heavyweight division. Power. It could spell trouble for JC Martinez in the light heavyweight championship and everyone in this matchup here tonight. The thing about Axel, you know, all these people in this matchup have to go off of. He is the only man here to have fought Damon Starr one-on-one. It took Damon to his absolute limit. What is that going to mean for the other three? What do you do with that? He's already made a major impression, and he's looking to make an even bigger one, going after the light heavyweight championship should he win this matchup here tonight. As we noted, the winner of this matchup faces JC Martinez on LWE Carnage for the Light Heavyweight Championship. There's Chris Shelly, there's Rabid, Rayn, Axel Aznable. Referee, would you kindly ring the bell? There's the bell, here we go. Start off, took Rabid down there. Axel, brain buster by Shelly onto JC. What the hell? Close it. A cutter off the top, and Axel. Powerbomb down. Rabid tried to take out. Whoa, my God. My goodness. Oh no, Rabid tossing Jaye there. And Christian Shelly, look at this. German suplex down to Axel. Oh, super kick there. Elbow back. Look at this. Shelly with the gut wrench power bomb. And look at this. Oh, the dick to the back. Wait a minute. Look at this. Claymore to the skull. Super kick to the jaw. And look at, Axel taking advantage. Shelly fighting outside the ring here with Rabid. Wait a minute. Oh, not a 2 count there. Had the pinfall attempt. Rolling out of the ring here. Wait a minute. Ooh. Shoved back there by Rabid. And Rabid now. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Could already be looking at that brain buster he performs. Shelly around back. Oh, chop block to the leg. Not going to stop Christian Shelly here. Wait a minute. Kick to the gut. Rolling wheel kick out. Oh my God! A Raven press to both men! This is what I'm talking about, guys. You know, he doesn't look like a light heavyweight, but he sure as hell fights like one. Sure as hell got the power. Now send him maybe Dead Man's Lariat. But, Jaye with that super kick there. Rabid now coming back in. Went for a strike. Oh, kick to the leg. Dragging him out here. Rayn. Oh, soul kick. Ooh, right to the head there. And now Rayn sees Shelly getting up. Sets him in position. Cartwheel. Pele kick to the jaw. The cover. 1, 2. No. A kick out at 2, and that's not gonna stop Jaye. Jaye's got that fire in his eye, ladies and gentlemen. And look at this. Tequila sunrise. And Rayn working on the leg just like he did in the match with JC. Just stretching away at the leg. Is Shelly gonna tap here? Shelly is a victim of Jaye's offense. Wait a minute. Fights off there. Meanwhile, Axel getting back up here. Rabid slowly getting back up, and Axel chop. Forearm. What's he thinking about? Brain buster on the floor, and a kick to the skull by Shelly. Shelly, springboard Phoenix splash. Oh my God, good God. Good strikes the skull there, and look at that. Ooh, trading kicks to the head. Elbow there by Rayn. Trying to focus on all the action here. Wait a minute, gotta cover 1. No! Axel breaks the pin up, and Axel Aznable tired of playing games here. Wait a minute. Look at this. Fights free. Oh, wait a minute. Shelly's got a weapon here. Trying to use it on Rabid. It's a chair. Trying to use it on Jaye. Inverted crush. It's a Gary. Wait a minute. A PK to break that up. Rabid! With big Axel saying hell no. He just got out of the ring to counter him. Right to the arm there. Back suplex there. What's this? Kick it away at the ankle there. What's this? Grounded monkey flip there. Rabid's got to take a breather here. Look at this. Off the ropes, got thrown right into Axel. Axel didn't even flinch. Doesn't move at all, like a brick wall. And right there, with that lift up power slam, Rayn's got a kendo stick, and he uses it on Rabid. And now, taking care of the pest with those kendo stick shots. What's he thinking here? Grabs a hold, and Rabid getting sent into the crowd. And look at that, Shelly, unsuccessful in lifting Axel that time. Wait a minute. Went for a strike. Cobra clutch backbreaker. Good God, what a lariat! And he just pulls him up! Oh my God! Spine buster! To Rayn, saving the pin! Rayn stopping Axel from going on to face JC. Look at this, the strikes right to the abdomen. Wait a minute. Oh! Axel is on fire here. What do you gotta do to put him down? Powerbomb time. Wait a minute. Rayn, Hurricane run out of the ring. Dazing the big man. Oh! Wait! Off the barricade! Oh, Shelly with a spear! Slingshot spear! Shelly! Springboard! Shooting star! To the outside! Shelly now! Looking to move here like a speedball! Tornado Enziguri! 2 and there's Axel! Saving it! God! Elbows to the throat! Slams down! And Rayn looks to take advantage of that. Has Axel up. Axel now. Elbows to the skull. Rabid said, "You're done, pal." Whoa! What the hell? Axel doing a moonsault there. Elbow to the back of the head of Rayn. Lariat down. Uppercut by Shelly. Shelly's not playing any games here. Oh, trying to go for a springboard. No one home. Oh! Poison Rana! And Axel hammering those forearms into the side skull there. What's Axel doing? Electric chair. Got caught. German suplex down. 1, 2, no! That could have been 3. And look at this. Look at this. Christian Shelly trying to go underneath the ring for another weapon. Another kendo stick perhaps. To try and save him from Axel. Wait a minute, kick to the gut there. Dodges Rabid's grapple and sending Rabid back into the ring. Right into Jaye, who continues to beat him with that kendo stick. Hey, cover! Shelly's distracted here. 2! Oh, Shelly. It would have been too late there. Shelly off with the crossbody. Allowed Rabid to get back up. Rabid now. Oh. Ow! Forearm! Oh! Loads of strikes. Axel! Oh! Rabid with the kendo stick! And Axel just ran circles around him. Oh, got caught. Cradle position here. Slammed into the corner. Tossed into the center of the ring. Now what's he thinking? Wait. Deadlift! Power bomb! Shelly just keeps looking for weapons. Just starts beating him up. Oh, and stomping in the skull of Rabid there! This is a chaotic matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Axel. Axel's just showing off his power. Slamming Rabid into the kendo stick twice. Oh, leg DDT, the most dangerous move in that match so far. Strike to the gut with the knee by Axel sends Rabid out. Look at Axel here, firing on all cylinders. What the hell? Got wrenched down onto the kendo stick. And Shelly not going to allow for the pinfall, just stomping on Axel. Axel basically just said no. Oh, leg sweep there. Wait. Oh, to the back. Trying to go for a pounce. No one home. Rabid trying to go for big moves. I think everyone's concussed. Wait. Axel caught that. Oh, eye of the hurricane. What? Shelly! That's not appropriate! Oh, he's just watching on. Rabid going after Axel with all these strikes. Axel's not going down. Finally. Oh! Wait! Neck breaker down. And look at that. Shelly's in danger. Stomping in his chest. Working with Rayn a little bit here. Jaye with the chop block. Going after the leg there. And Christian rolls out of the ring. Christian's trying to come back in here as the neck breaker is applied. Look at Christian. Shelly trying to go big here. Wait a minute, Rabid! Oh, biting him on the outside. Oh, and a knee to the skull. I'm telling you, a war here, ladies and gentlemen. And look at that, Jaye going into the cover here. No! Rabid breaking the pin. Rabid now holding back. Jaye with a strike to the gut. Jaye now grabs a hold here. Look at this! Right after the leg! Oh! Dragon leg sweep! And sending Christian to the floor. You heard Rabid there. And look at Jaye being smart, going with the easy way into the figure four. Figure four being applied. Rabid in pain here. Is Rabid gonna tap? Is Jaye getting another opportunity on LWE Carnage? Rabid unable to hold back here. Could he be looking to tap out? Could this be it? Wait! Oh, straight to the jaw! Getting back up. And Jaye with a strike to the kidney there. Going at the face. Wait! And here comes the Violent Vermin! Off the corner! Oh, into the corner! Springboard! Right to the chest! Exploder suplex! Rabid! Coffin drop! Wait! Here comes Shelly! Shelly trying to stop the offense! Kick to the back of the head! Look out! Sliding German! Wait! Oh! A spear out of nowhere by Axel! And Axel Aznable could be looking for Dead Man's Lariat! Ducked under! Oh, Japanese arm drag! And here comes Shelly with the offense! Ducks underneath. Kick to the head. Christian Shelly full of fiery offense here. Kick to the skull. Sends him down. Shelly! Oh, the knees to the spine. Raising the arms. Super kick. And Shelly could be looking to end things here. With the one and only. Whoa! It's time! Danger days! Wait! Axel! Oh! Slamming it down! Axel now setting up for Dead Man's Lariat! But here comes Rabid! Rabid! Going for a cutter! Not caught! And Axel tossing him out of the ring! Axel Aznable not holding back! Wait! Jaye! Going for a spear! Axel moved! Took out Rabid with the suicide dive! What is Axel doing? What? Dead Man's Lariat! The Dead Man's Lariat on the outside! Now looking for a tombstone on the floor! But the steel elbow to the skull! Wait, Rabid? No, not on the floor. Come on. Brain Buster! Rabid now! Looking for the play to end it here! Roll through! Could be thinking Brain Buster! Wait, Shelly kicking his feet! Danger Beast! 2! Christian does it! Christian Shelly wins! Oh my God! Here is your winner, Christian Shelly! Christian Shelly is officially the #1 contender to the LWE Light Heavyweight Championship! Big victory for him here! And look at this! Firing off at the fans of the crowd! I don't know if we can do that here on TV. Look at this! Dead Man's Lariat! But the Brain Buster sent Axel down! Look at this! Went for a Brain Buster here on Shelly. Shelly lands on his feet. hits the Danger Days out of nowhere for the 3. And it's official for Carnage Light Heavyweight Championship matchup. Christian Shelly, JC Martinez, who's gonna walk away with the victory. What? Wait a minute. It's the LWE Light Heavyweight Champion coming to confront the #1 contender for his championship match on the next episode. This ought to be a big matchup, but ladies and gentlemen, we gotta move on here tonight. Congratulations, and this sure will be one hell of a match.
Hey, Mercer, gotta ask you something.
Hello, Ken. I hope this can be quick. I'm on some very important phone calls right now. The show's lost order in one night. The board wants me to fix this. I don't mean to rush you, but I hope you understand.
Yeah. Nice to see you too. Okay, listen, I wasn't really paying attention at Survival because there was a lot going on, but I wanted to check with you. Apparently, since my team won Wargames, we all get an opportunity to challenge for any LWE championship. Like, is that real?
Yes, but Kane, I don't have much time. I gotta prevent these psychopaths from running rampant all over LWE. So please just tell me what champion you want and where you want the shot at. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, okay, sick. Yeah, so this is super simple then. I want a match with Xavien Crace for the LWE World Heavyweight Championship at Heart of Tokyo.
Kane, you know that can't happen, right?
I mean, sure. You know, as long as Brad Epic.
No, I know what you're trying to say, but unfortunately, that wasn't the stipulation. You know it. The stipulation was that if you lost to Brad Epic, you could never challenge for the LWE World Heavyweight Championship ever again unless the reigning champion gave you the opportunity. Now, you can use your title shot on Crace all you want, but at the end of the day, you don't get a championship match unless Xavien Crace himself allows you to use that opportunity. So if you somehow convince him to do it, you can use that Wargames title shot all you want.
Fine. How about I just beat it out of him then? Put me in a match with him tonight.
The World Championship is on the line. I'm trying to get it off him as soon as we can, okay? Please leave.
Look, dude, I know you have nothing else lined up, so if I gotta go out there, kick his ass, kick his annoying ass cronies' asses, or any other asses that need kicking to get this title shot, then I'm gonna do it.
Do not screw up the main event. I just told you I want it off of him, and I'm working to do that. Just that. Not another word. Get out of my office now.
We're moving on for our next matchup here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And it's time! The Dolt with a Mouth! The Intercontinental champ! This contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the LWE Intercontinental Championship. Introducing first, making his way down to the ring, he is the Dolt with a Mouth, David Fowler! David Fowler, poised, fired up, ready to strike, but as you can see, not 100% after the hellacious Wargames matchup. Now, I'm sure there's some stitching underneath that headband, ladies and gentlemen, especially after getting a sledgehammer thrown right in the fucking skull. I wouldn't blame David Fowler if he didn't want to defend his Intercontinental Championship, but he said, hey, I'm hyped, I'm poised, I'm ready to go. Let me defend this championship like I said I would promise to these people. He's going to put himself at a disadvantage, but the question is against who? Who's it going to be? I'm back. Oh my God! It's his opponent, welcoming back the Jackal of the Skies, Ryu Takatsu! Ladies and gentlemen, we have not seen Ryu Takatsu since the Riot after LWE Legendary from last season when he was let go from his LWE contract. He made a sudden return at LWE Survival, and he showed everyone that he's still the same immature piece of shit that we've known him to be as. But nonetheless, Ryu looks to step up to the plate here tonight and take advantage of the opportunities at hand. And look, he knows he's not going to make friends here. He knows no one likes him, and he doesn't give a damn. What matters to Ryu Takatsu is there is an opportunity on the table to become Intercontinental Champion, and that's exactly what he's looking to take. That's what it's all about, that Intercontinental Championship. Referee raises the title high. David Fowler, Ryu Takatsu. Referee, would you kindly ring the bell? There's the bell. Here we go. Right to a collar and elbow tie up between these two. Look, David's going to be at a little... Wait, I stand corrected, you know. Fowler a lot more technical with his moveset. Oh, wait a minute. Ryu snaps it around right into a headlock. It's going to be a lot more demanding for David here in this matchup. And look at this. Ooh, going right after the arm. As Fowler likes to do, going after the arm in that hammerlock position there. Look at that, just wrenching right at the shoulder here. These two struggling for control in this one. To start us off, and if you do enjoy the action, make sure to lumbar check that follow button. Look at that! Ryu now going after the taped up arm there. Oh my God, just applying pressure down. Look at this, just squeezing away at the arm, and look at Fowler getting taken down. Impressive maneuver by Ryu. Tornado DDT out of the corner. Standing moonsault, and that connects. Ryu said, let's end this already, you know, cutthroat right there. Wait a minute, going to the outside, springs up, crossbody down. And David Fowler pays the full price. Oh my goodness. Stomping on the windpipe and, oh, soccer ball kick. Now stomps him up and just pele's him down. And Ryu, oh, not gonna give a damn, not gonna give an inch to David Fowler. Wait a minute, going to the top rope here. Ooh, Ryu's got something big in mind. Crossbody down. And that could be it. One, no. Well, Fowler, you know, went through hell in that Wargames matchup against Matt Gray's team and had that sledgehammer thrown at his skull. Oh, maybe he's not right in the head. Maybe that's why he figured, let's defend the Intercontinental Championship here tonight. And Ryu, with the Shining Wizard. Just going to take advantage throughout this matchup here, wanting, wait a minute. Fowler with the jawbreaker. Now Fowler here. Wait a minute. Hey! Ah! The atomic drop! Oh, with that drop kick! Oh my God! Oh, springboard drop kick, bicycle knee strike maneuver. And right to the back there. And look at this. Calling for Ryu up. Grabs a hold. Irish whip off the rope. Oh, to the skull. And look at this, stomp to the arm, and now targeting after the arm here, slams it down. And Ryu is taking his time here, you know, working on the Jackal of the Skies. And that, ladies and gentlemen, cattle mutilation being applied here. And he pulled him away from the ropes, as you saw, got on the other side of the body and pushed him away from the ropes. Wait a minute, Ryu. Oh, the elbow to the skull. And Ryu's back at it here. Boom. Oh. Oh! take down there. And what's Ryu doing? Grabs the skull. God. Jesus. Oh! Slamming the skull down. Kicks him in the gut there. Oh! Ryu looking for repeating offense. Almost as if he's mocking David Fowler here a little bit. Oh! Same cross-body maneuver this time. Hoping big. No! Again, David kicks out. Right before 2. Oh, bottom rope moonsault there. And Ryu's just getting more pissed off at the resiliency of David Fowler. Oh! I truly believe it's gonna take a lot to take down David Fowler. If a sledgehammer to the skull didn't put him down, if being thrown into the cage multiple times isn't gonna put him down, wait a minute, oh, drop kick, sending foul, wait, Ryu, coming back in, oh, David to the top here, drop kick, dodges it there, oh, wait a minute, oh, tried to talk trash, and Ryu shutting it down. Oh! And backstabber down! And Ryu now lifts him up, down! With the cutter into the cover, is that gonna do it? 2! No! A kick out there! Ryu now pissed the hell off! Hey, what is he? Oh! Flipping the referee off! And now, set up for some big here. Basement drop kick perhaps. Wait! Fowler gets out of the way there. Ryu in pain, struggling to get back up. Here comes David. Fowler fired up. Catches the leg there. Oh! Ryu grabbed the headband. Grabbed the surgically. Repair area. Followed by the Dragon Suplex! And Ryu off the ropes! Oh my goodness! Elbow down, and now attacking it there! Oh my goodness! Going after the shoulder! Hell's the matter with you? Oh no! Oh no! Right into an armbar there! Ryu having Fowler locked into the armbar. Referee's asking if this is it. Referee demanding Fowler here to give an answer. Wait a minute. Fowler firing back with strikes to finally break free. A similar armbar to that of what he does. Here comes the dolt with a mouth. Into the corner. Rolls back. Finds his target! Down! Oh, the Tiger Bait kick! Look at this! Let's get him! Wait! He was too close! Ryu takes advantage! But David kicks out! What a counter by Ryu! Able to be close enough to catch Fowler off of the risk it all. And look at this! Ryu going big! Wait a minute! The scorpion kick not able to be executed there. Fowler shoves him off. Dazed him here. Look at this going off the rope. Wait a minute! Ryu went for a strike! What the hell? Oh! Bossy backstabber! I recognize that move from anywhere, guys! Fowler! Arm out of the socket! And now, foul play is in! Ryu has nowhere to go! Is this it for Ryu? Ryu taps! Fowler wins! What a matchup between those two! It's still Intercontinental Champion once again defying the odds. That's what I was talking about. Look for the risk it all. Ryu caught him and hit that powerbomb knee. Look at this. The Bossy backstabber. I know who does that move. We haven't seen Fowler hit that move in a while. Kicks the arm out of the socket and locks in the foul play. And right there, Ryu, tap it out. Here is your winner, and still the LWE Intercontinental Champion, David Fowler. What a victory for David Fowler. Holding his shoulder, still in pain, but guess what? Still the Intercontinental Champion. It's gonna take a damn mountain full of people to take him down, but we gotta move on here tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, we can move on here tonight to the Canadian Nightmare, making his triumphant return at LWE Survival. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Canadian Nightmare, Freakin K. Well, ZK has a lot on his mind since coming back at LWE Survival. And coming back in the explosive way he did inside of LWE Wargames, assisting Team Crossbones when Chris Knight was down and out. And of course, taking down his former brother in Matt Gray with the crossface and forcing him to watch on as Crossbones took down Jimmy Darrell with the skull and crossbones to get a win for his team. And now we have to ask the big question, why is Freakin K back? We're gonna find out right now.
I just wanted to thank you for letting me stand in this ring again. Survival was one of the most important shows in this entire company's history. It was filled with some of the most criminally insane shit that I've not only just seen in this community, but my entire life. We had championships change hands, returns to the company, the most batshit insane Wargames match, and of course people revealing their true colors. So that means that there's many questions circulating in the back right now, and even at home. But I'm going to answer the one that's most important in this current moment. Why am I back in an LWE ring? So before I get into the proper meat and potatoes of the question, I just want to preface here that I'm going to be as honest as I possibly can. This isn't Freakin K talking to the LWE Universe. No. This is the real deal. This is Zachary Kennedy talking to you all. Years ago, you saw me at the lowest point of my life with the Broken Star. I was unhappy. Not only with LWE and the management, but with myself. Because although I was given opportunities, like the King of the Palace briefcase and the partnership with Mike again, it didn't sit right with me. None of it felt right to me. I was wearing a mask, both physically and emotionally. I was ashamed of the person that I had become. The Broken Star was less of a gimmick and a nickname, and more of just how I felt as a human being. I was truly a broken star. And to top it all off, everything was stripped from me. I lost the briefcase when my brother stabbed me in the back. I lost the mask to get my skull caved in. I was punished because I wanted to go back to being myself. And after that night, I felt as though I didn't belong here because I didn't feel good enough. So I had to go. But the shit that went on behind closed doors really soured my mood on this place. The pettiness and the arrogance of the people backstage on top of the mental strain that it was to even physically be here. At that point, I said I was never going to step foot back in a lunatic wrestling entertainment ring again. That was until I got a call from the LWE shareholder, Evan Mercer. Oh, and of course, a couple calls from Crossbones. Love you, pal. Thanks for bringing me back. It's still my move, though. Evan told me that the old regime is out. Tiger is no longer in office, and this is a fresh slate for LWE going forward with him in charge. Now, I won't lie to you. I took some time to think on this. I mean, for once in my life, I truly believed that my life was great. I took these past couple of years off to form a great bond with my kids. Hell, guys, I even remarried. So why would I ever go back to the place that caused me to lose myself? It's because I needed this. I needed to come back and prove to you all that what you saw 2 years ago wasn't anything like I am today. I needed to overcome the odds of this place and how I felt. I needed to prove to myself that I can take back the reins of my own career, and I needed to come home. And now that I am home, and now that I am in control of my own path here, I have my sights set on one thing and the one man who I thought I could trust in all of this. I'm usually not one for revenge, but this one's a little too personal to me. Matthew Gray, you've built a name for yourself in my absence. They're calling you the most dangerous man in all of LWE. The man who stacks bodies left and right, but for the first time in your career, you saw something at LWE Survival you never thought you would see. And that, my friend, is fear. Because you didn't think that you would see me again. You didn't think that Freakin K would come back. And that's why you won't come out here right now. And you won't face me like a man. You won't face me face to face. But I know you're listening. And I know you're clutching onto that briefcase like the big fucking gremlin that you are. I want you, one-on-one, at Heart of Tokyo.
Why do you have to be here? I would figure after all the hell you got put through in Wargames, the pompous jackass would finally get the message to stay home. But Cameron and Inari coming out here to ruin the celebration, to ruin the return of Freakin K. Fuck your shirt, you are an ass clown. What the hell's the matter with you?
Oh my god. Would you cut the bullshit act already? I feel like I'm going insane back there, listening to you ramble on and on about your fake sob story. Look everyone, let's cheer! The Canadian NyQuil is back. Let's cheer him on as he makes his triumphant return home. Home to the place that he abandoned. Yeah, what? You don't think I was gonna buy that bullshit injury shit, did you? You had some small little boo-boo on your face, and you wore a massive advantage over your opponents. For what? All for you to lose your smile and waste your time on a vacation to Cancun? You know what guys like me do, ZK? I go and I risk life and limb for damn near an hour in Wargames. I fought for my life in that match. And I'm already back to work. You know why? Because I'm the damn starting QB of LWE. And I'll tell you what makes me even more sick about you being back is the fact that when I had a genuine injury, I had to miss over a year of my career. I already died, and yet when I came back, I didn't even have a single night before the crowd decided to turn on me. All you fickle little incel fans can boo me all you want. Your lack of support isn't gonna stop my mission anymore. I'm done wasting my time pretending to be the champion of you people. I said my mission starts with you, Zachary. And you can try to lord over whatever hollow victory you want over me. But if memory serves us all correctly, you guys in Wargames pinned Jimmy Darrow, who, mind you, decided to let his Jupiter-sized ego get in the way. You never pinned me. So therefore, you can read it clear as day in the fine print. I never lost, ZK. Read it and weep. So with that in mind, I still have full intentions of ridding LWE of the trash in this ring. My ring as the LWE QB. I cannot stand for someone like you ever being in here again.
Fine speech, my least favorite little asswipe. But in case you didn't hear what I literally just said, I'm looking for your big oaf of a friend, not you. I'm not here to hear you out on your many excuses on how you technically didn't lose Wargames. I mean, good for you. After years, you finally put the work in and you got noticed. I'm genuinely happy for you, Cam. But we've done this same song and dance so many times before, and you know how it goes every time. If you want to be embarrassed again, then I will gladly do that one more time. Tonight.
I apologize. You seem to be mistaken. By all means, Zach, I would love to rearrange whatever punchable face, but I didn't mean tonight. No. If your memory serves both of us correctly, I just went through hell and back in Wargames. I am not getting in that ring for a good while. Maybe next Riot.
You know, Cameron, I'll give you more credit than anyone has ever given you in your entire career. I think you're a solid hand. I think you have potential, but I think you are simply just that. You've been potential man for years. What I think will get you over this hump in your career is a match. A serious match, not one against Bob Holly. You wrestling me tonight helps me shake the cobwebs off and lets me take out some of my aggression. And I believe it helps you gain some relevance. Cameron Inari, the first man to lose to the hands of the Canadian Nightmare.
Fine. Have it your way. See, this is what I don't get about all of you. You want to cheer for this guy? This man who comes out and insults me, belittles me. The type of guy who will come and abandon all of you for over a year. The type of guy who will come and insult you and stab everyone you know and love in the back. The kind of guy who will come to your own house and burn it down and steal every single one of your belongings. You know what? Fine. If that's how you want to play it, then we'll have it your way. You want it tonight? You got it. I accept.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's official for later tonight! The Canadian Nightmare, Freakin K, in his first one-on-one matchup since his return against the pompous Jackass! Well, we gotta move on here tonight. Welcome back, ZK. And here we go for our next matchup here tonight. This ought to be big. There he is, the Snake himself. The following contest is scheduled for 101st, making his way down to the ring. He is Casey the Snake Walker. Down to the ring comes Casey Walker with a big opportunity available for him to potentially defeat the LWE United States Champion Nick Callaway. An interesting circumstance it would be for him, especially considering Nick Callaway's not going to be 100% going into this matchup after the hellacious matchup he had against Timothy Smith at Survival. That Falls Count Anywhere matchup brought the best out of both men. And Casey all fired up and ready to go against the champ himself. And here he comes down. And his opponent. He is the reigning LWE United States Champion, the Shuyaku, Nick Callaway. Well, here comes Callaway down to the ring. May not be 100% here tonight, but looks to bring the absolute best out of his opponent. Well, Nick Callaway, now getting rid of Timothy Smith, has a lot more to focus on, especially in terms of the LWE United States Championship. This could be a big opportunity for Casey Walker to get a win, put himself in contention for that U.S. Championship. And that would be a problem for Nick Callaway. If you do enjoy the action here tonight, make sure to lumbar check that follow button. Here we go. Casey Walker, Nick Callaway. Referee, would you kindly ring the bell? There's the bell. Here we go. Oh! Went for a drop kick. Nick ducked it there. Whoa, tried to grab a hold there. Wait a minute. Tornado DDT out of the corner. And Casey, standing moonsault there. Walker firing on all obstacles here right after the arm. And Walker, oh wait a minute, kick to the head there by the Shuyaku, followed by a knee to the skull and a swanton down. Swanton down, and look at that, went big, but Casey Walker got the knees up. Casey kicking away at the knee here. Look at this. La Majestica into the cover. No, not even a 1 count. Right into a collar and elbow tie up. These two men bringing the aggression out of one another here. Oh, and Nick just screaming in his face here. Look at this. The referee saying, hey, let's go. Separate. A strike to the face. He said, come on, pussy. Let's do this. And here we go, now shoving Casey into the corner and yelling in his face to the referee there. Once again to immediately break it up, and Nick with another strike and chops into the corner. Whoa, oh, Enziguri to the skull. We gotta cover 1, 2. Got a 2 count there. Casey now trying to get out of the ring here to escape. Look at this. Right up into that cradle position. Oh, slamming the spine against the ring apron there. And a standing shooting star press. That time connecting. Oh, you never go for the same move twice, ladies and gentlemen. And Casey Walker, turn around here. Oh! Saito suplex right onto the floor. And it turns back in, seemingly breaking the count up there, but it could cost him. Wait a minute. Nick throwing him back in. Nick Callaway now fired up the crowd here. Look at this, comes back in, and there's Casey Walker fired away at all obstacles, knocking Nick into the corner here. Wait a minute, there's Callaway firing back. Callaway grabbing a hold, slams him into the corner. Oh, went for the Gamengiri, forearm to the skull. Oh, self rock bottom, down so off the top. What a match, ladies and gentlemen. Off the ropes here. Kick there. Moonsault. Nick moves. Oh, senton down. Up onto the middle rope. Frog splash. Callaway is in trouble here. Turns around. Look at this. A dragon sleeper here on the floor. Is this going to be it? Is Callaway going to pass out or tap out? Wait a minute. Ah, to the back. Look at Nick. Out of the corner with a forearm smash. My goodness, what a match. Nick, wow, went for a shooting star springboard. Oh! Walk off the skull. Picks him up here. Got him ready. Wait a minute. Nick gets off there. Off. Oh, a forearm to the skull. 1, 2. Casey not allowed for much there. Nick fired off there. Wait a minute. Oh, Walker one step ahead. Walker with the enziguri. And now taking full control over the Shuyaku. What's this? Walker. Ah, to the knee. And Walker shows no signs of rest here, ladies and gentlemen. Right into that triangular choke on the ground here. Wait a minute, Callaway now. Ow. Breaking the hold. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, what a match between these two here. Look at this. Oh, toss suplex there. Slowly getting up. Callaway not backing down. Ooh, schoolboy. Enziguri to the skull. Wait. Thrown off there by Walker. Walker went big. And Casey not quick enough. Or is he? Jawbreaker there. Now trying another attempt at the Lama Jessica into the cover. No, only a 1 count there. Ooh. Frankensteiner hammers away at the skull. Callaway wasn't expecting. What is this? Oh, axe kick to the spine. Went big. Nick getting into the corner, trying to get a little bit of breathing room here. Oh, forearm smash there. Oh, bicycle knee. Walker's in trouble here. Ooh. Wait! Walker 1 step ahead of Nick again into a rear naked choke. Is this gonna be it? Is Callaway gonna pass out? Wait, Callaway! Elbows to the skull. It seems every time Nick's trying to get some offense here, Casey's just 1 step ahead. Springboard, caught there. Elbow to the chest. And Walker now could be looking for something big here. Pulls down. Wait! Oh! Oh! Strikes to the gut. Here comes Nick. Oh my God, what a chop. Roundhouse. Roundhouse to the check. Oh, went for the TNA kick. What? Game over! Oh my God! Roll down! The face busted down! Into the cover, hooks the leg! 2! No! Aaron Walker looks to finish things here! Going for the snake bite! No! Strikes to the skull there! Callaway escapes! Here comes Callaway! Fire it off! But all cylinders stuck underneath! Pop up! Drop kick! Wait! Casey! Get it out of the way! And Walker now with his own comeback! This is what I mean! Has the upper hand on Nick! Enziguri to the skull! Drop kick sends him back into the corner! Walker now! Going to the top here, what's Walker thinking? What are you doing? No. No! Walker! Avalanche butterfly suplex! 2! Now the United States champion kicks out! Could be looking for snake bite! One more time! Turns around! Wait, elbow to the skull! Game over! And look at that! Waves out of the way! Walker! Snapmare! Oh, Pele! Went for the double stop, no one home. Nick went for a clothesline, no one home. Casey, clothesline out of the ring. Uh-oh. Walker! Looking to go high! Down! Over the top! What a match between these two. Explosiveness on all accounts. And you gotta think, with Nick not being 100%, it's allowing Casey to have these opportunities for a counter. Ref tried to count there. Went for a Hurricanrana. Nick caught him there. Wait, what's Nick doing? Wait! Hail to the king! And Nick going for game over. No! Counter! Snake bite counters! Springboard! Lands the moonsault! Boom! Light of day, no one home! Goes for it again! Wait! Game over! 2! Nick Callaway wins! What a match! What a finish, ladies and gentlemen! Here is your winner, the Shuyaku, Nick Callaway! A war is an understatement, ladies and gentlemen. These two went back and forth. It looked as though Nick was gonna lose multiple times there, but somehow, someway, counters that light of day into the game over. What a matchup there. Wait. Ooh. Hey, Casey a little bit heated here, you know, look, a little bit of frustration. He's not finding the win he wants here in LWE, but look at this. The avalanche butterfly suplex hooks the leg and didn't get it fully. Weaves the game over. Look at this. Down. Oh, went for another. Ducks under and hits the game over out of nowhere. And that's what it takes to get the 3 for Nick Callaway. Wait, he's got a mic.
Cut the music, please. So, okay. Hold on. Had to catch my breath. Alright. So, what I thought would be a good riot for me, since I am now officially done with Timothy Smith and anything else that's angering me. And I could go on to be the best United States champion that you people deserve. But alas, there is some more bullshit going on in this company. And this isn't even one where it's just affecting me now. It's affecting literally everybody in the back. Because everyone's talking about it. Sure, you're all talking about it. And let's all say his name, Xavien Crace, you piece of shit. And you know what? I gotta get impressed. I've never seen people in that locker room worried before. But you somehow did it. You have seemingly shaken every LWE superstar to their core. Well, almost every single one. And what really gets me is you are trying to pretend that it is anybody's fault but your own. Because I heard your little rah-rah speech tonight, claiming, what was it about support? What are you on about, man? Because everyone in this business knows, yeah, some people aren't going to like you. Some people are actually going to hate you. But it doesn't matter if you're going out here and put it on the best performance you know you can. And I do that every single time. Which is why I never have to beg for people to cheer me. I never have to beg for people to like me because I know how good I am. And you, a 2-time world champion now, are sitting here and pretending that this is what it's about. It's like, God, I just finished dealing with Timothy and I get like, I don't know what it is. Everyone here must be a fucking insane maniac right now. I'm sorry. My point is that support and respect you claim wasn't there. I don't understand what you were hearing. It definitely never left what it probably should have. And now look at you. You are once again another egomaniacal douchebag who's gonna hold this company hostage along with its world championship to prove that you deserve whatever it is you think you deserve. And of course you think you're just gonna do it because everyone's gonna be scared of you, but you forgot about one man, and let me tell you, that man is standing before you right here, and he is the motherfucking Shu-Ya-Gu. And this man has fought many and all on his rise to becoming the greatest of all time, and including a 2 Sakura world champion, his former best friend, a guy with a metal arm, and, as of recently, some psychopath who called himself Vanity or something. My point is, Crace, is I am not afraid to fight you. I am not afraid to call you out, and I am not afraid to tell you I will be coming after you now. Because look at you. Not even Xavien Crace who left this company to try to make sure there was a world champion and defend it. You're a husk of who that man was. You're disappointment. You can't handle me anymore. You can't do what I do. You can't do what any of the new guys can do. You're nothing but a paper champion. Honestly, let's take one family. You're not a champion of people. You are a champion of nothing. You are a piece of shit! And I promise, I will make sure that world championship leaves your shoulders or nobody. And I mean nobody gets out alive.
Wait! Oh my God! Sam King and JJ Strive from behind! Now beating on the US champ! He's defenseless here, guys! Oh my God! Oh, I needed a skull! And look at these two mocking Nick here after his match. Wait a minute! Nick fighting back! TNA kick! No! Haymaker down by Sam! And Walker's already gone to the back here! Cyclone Bomb! And Stripe now! Gonna take advantage as well! Oh! That twisting cutter there! And look at JJ screaming at Sam. Oh my God! And Sam says, we're not done! Get his ass up! No! Come on! And these two men have Nick right where they want him. Silver Scepter by the newest members of Peace Corps. The Title Town Titans standing over and sending a message for the world champ. Don't speak on Peace Corps. We need to get some help out there for Nick. And we gotta move on here tonight. And we're on to our next matchup. Folks, it's time for our next matchup. This contest is scheduled for one fall, where the winners will go to the final Carnage before Heart of Tokyo to compete in a tag team championship #1 contenders matchup. Introducing first, making their way down to the ring, it is the team of Big Jim Darius and Billy Ventura. Guyz, Bein, Dudez. This ought to be good, ladies and gentlemen, because we have some tag team matches here. Of course, we had another team, but one of them's no longer with the company. As we get on here with this matchup here tonight. Well, Billy Ventura, Big Jim Darius, ready for whatever's to come. They don't know who they're going to face. They originally had a team, but they don't anymore, and now they have a team they never heard of. We're gonna see what they're made of. Okay. And their opponents, it is the team of Austin Brooks and James Urena, 6 of Hearts. A surprise indeed, ladies and gentlemen, for our newest LWE debuts here tonight. Two men who this audience is familiar with on the independent scene, being childhood friends, James Urena, Austin Brooks, known for one thing and one thing only, the money. And these two men look to make a big impression with this opportunity against former World Tag Champ challengers. There's Austin Brooks in the ring now, ladies and gentlemen. On the apron, right there, James Urena. This is going to be a really exciting matchup, but if you love the excitement, make sure to lumbar check that follow button. Let's get to the match. Well, here we go for the matchup. Referee, would you kindly ring the bell? It's on, and it seems Billy Ventura's going to start things off with Austin Brooks here. And look at this. Oh, just turned him inside out. Talk about making a statement already, using all your power on the small man, Billy Ventura. You know, currently, as of this, the current Purgatory Hardcore Champion. Oh, look at this, wait a minute. Those forearms in the corner finally being broken up, and look at this. Billy Ventura gonna send him in. Tag me to Big Jim Darius. Oh! Kicked him right in the chest. And look at the size of Big Jim. Ah! Well, that's one way you take down. Oh, wait, what? I think Big Jim was trying to get in with the crowd here, you know. And look at that! Austin Brooks gonna take advantage. Irish whip here. Oh, he literally can't hit him down. What are you supposed to? Oh! Knee to the skull! He literally tried to strike him. It wasn't working, so he ran the knee in. And look at this. James Urena, wait, what the hell? Oh, a super kick. Knee to the back of the head here. Look at this. Oh, going after the leg. That's smart. Go after the big man's legs there. Into the cover, hooks the leg. One. No. Kick out initiated there. Now, Big Jim in trouble. James sends him into the corner, and it seems he wants the bigger man back in. Wait a minute. Big Jim said, hell no. But look at this. Ooh, tossing him over the ropes and just hammers at the skull. Hammering again. Oh, sending him to the outside. Oh, approaching Billy, and Billy said, hell no. What's Billy? Ah! He said, suck it, kiss my booty. And James not too happy about it, but he's gonna wait for Big Jim. It seems he's taunting on Big Jim to get back in here. Here we go. Oh, wait. And, oh, Urena running there. Wait, going on the apron. Wait a minute. Big Jim going on. Wait a minute. James going back in. What's he? Oh, uh-oh. He's got nowhere to run now. Wait! Oh! Rear view to the back of the head there. A hip attack to the back. And Big Jim's in trouble. Wait, Big Jim with the counter. This is the type of chaos I love, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, tried another Irish whip, got sent into the corner. And look at this. Oh, and Austin's just sending his buddy in to get his ass whooped right now. Oh no. Oh. Well, James was trying to run, you know. He hit that springboard rear view to the back of the head. And Big Jim, you know. Oh, wait a minute. There's James, you know. One half of the 6 of Hearts. He really can't tag in his tag partner. He can't get out of this match. Oh, slammed down. And look at that, tried to go for a tag. Billy Ventura said, let's do this. Get in the corner. And look at this. Tag has been made. Big Jim back in. Right into the corner. Oh! Avalanche! Sends him in, and Big Jim with a belly-to-belly! James didn't even touch the ground! Oh my God! Urena getting his ass whooped here, ladies and gentlemen. Darius up in power slam. Could be thinking about the power slam, but there's James with the reverse DDT there. And now, oh, these two must have some serious beef with one another, ladies and gentlemen, because Big Jim just wants to constantly fight him, and James kind of wants to smoke, but he also wants to tag, and he finally gets it. Here we go. Irish whip there. Oh, flying in with full knees. Meteor. Oh, right to the skull with the running knee. And just hammering away with those strikes. Austin Brooks now standing over Big Jim. Hell? Ooh. Oh, into the corner. Kick there. Oh! And a face rake against the ropes. Oh. It just. Oh! Blasting down Big Jim. 1, 2, no! Big Jim, you know, you'd think for the size of this man, he'd have a lot more control in this matchup, but the Six of Hearts has definitely been, you know, figuring out a strategy to take him down. And look at these knees by the big man Austin Brooks, 6'2". Oh, I wouldn't say 6'2", I'd say 6'4" at least. Oh wait a minute. Oh no, and he just starts hammering away at the chest. And look at James going after Big Jim. Big Jim sitting him in! Oh, the beats of the Bondred there! And now pulling his overalls up, but Big Jim getting caught there. Austin. Look out! Oh, your spine! Oh my goodness! And now, oh, jeez! He won't let off of the big man here. You know, and Billy Ventura is itching for a tag at this point, but these two men are just hammering away at the skull. Oh no. Getting him back up. And, oh, the knees there takes him down. And guys, look at this, going back in the ring and going back out. Restarting the count there. Wait. Oh, thrown right into the steps. And now coming back in as the ref starts to count out Big Jim. And look at this, screaming at Billy, why are you still standing? Billy said, hell no! Look at this, talking shit! Oh no, oh no! Oh, takes him down. Ref trying to get control. Wait a minute! Oh, Urena! Taking Big Jim down with the Hurricane Rana! Now on the apron. What's Brooks looking to do here? Buckle Bomb! Inzagiri! And Austin exiting the ring here. Oh, this crowd not happy. Looking to make a big move. Woo! Sky high! Sky high by Big Jim Darius. Back into the ring. Wait! Oh, take it down, James Urena! And he's definitely... Oh! Those two got beef. Those two 100% got beef. Over the top there is Big Jim. Now Jim got him up in power slam position here. Running power slam into the mat. 2. No! Kick out at 2. And Big Jim could be looking to go for the big one here. Right into the corner. Went for the avalanche. Oh my God, I think he hit the ring post. Going that far back. James back in. Oh my God. The neck Neckbreaker there by Austin Brooks. Wait a minute, guys. Tag was made. Oh! No. No. These two. Big Sense. The Sixth Sense connecting. 1, 2. There he is. Billy having enough of it here. And wants Big Jim to somehow make a tag, and look at this! Look at this! These two just do not like each other! I genuinely believe Big Jim Darius and James Urena have a problem with one another! The ankle lock being applied on the big man! Billy reaching out for a tag here! Wait! How did he do that? Uh-oh. Running in! Wait! Leapfrog! Tag made! Here comes Billy! Clothesline down! Clothesline down! High calf kick! Big Jim getting out of the ring! Look at this! Billy! Billy! To the shin! Butterfly DDT! Wait a minute! Austin Brooks! Trying to go for a clothesline! Bang! 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 Shimmy, 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 shimmy! Bang! Billy Ventura takes Brooks down into the corner! Off the top! Oh! And he said, kiss my ass! And now, both men have both members of Guyz being dudes down! Oh no! Now they're calling for Sixth Sense again! Wait! Wait a minute! Big Jim's back! Look out! Oh! Big Jim getting back. What are you doing, Billy? Billy! Oh! Caught him! With the German suplex out of the air! Caught him with the German out of the air! And now Billy still on the top! Big Jim assisting here! Skyscraper elbow to the heart! 2 guys being dudes win! What a match, ladies and gentlemen! Look at this action here! Look at this! The Sixth Sense connecting onto Big Jim Darius. I genuinely thought that was the end. 2, and Billy saved it. Then going for the Sixth Sense on Billy Ventura, stopping his momentum, only for Big Jim to make the run in here, send Brooks out of the ring. Billy shoving James back right into a German suplex. And look at this, onto the shoulders for the elbow to the heart. Connecting square into the chest of James Urena for the 3. Here are your winners, Big Jim Darius, Billy Ventura, Guyz being dudes. They'll move on to the #1 Contenders matchup, but we gotta move on here tonight. Congratulations.
What a match. Still champ. Hey. That thing on? It's live? Good. You can hear me. I have a message for a pal of mine I think the whole world needs to hear about. Chris Knight. I wish you could have been there at Survival for the thrill of Wargames, for the thrill of being one of the turtles in the outfits he came up for us, for finally putting me to the test, wanting me to uphold my promise of giving you a shot at the LWE Intercontinental Championship. So here's the deal. I'm still going to be a defending, fighting Intercontinental Champion. That has not changed and will not change. But I gave you my word. So I'm going to fight like my life depends on it to make sure this happens. So at Heart of Tokyo, let's make it official, baby. David Fowler, Chris Knight, and the LWE Intercontinental Championship. And
No time to waste my time, I'ma make
Huh?
it wait. I'm a pancake bitch.
I thought I had this thing.
I'm gooey in the
Holy
middle,
shit.
let me bake.
Excuse me for a moment. Intercontinental Champion David Fowler speaking. You got back! You got the voicemail? How are things? Yeah, things are definitely going well for me. Yeah, it genuinely feels good to hear from you again. But hey, I need a favor to ask of you. So, I won this match called Wargames. And it gives me a title opportunity of my choosing.
Hey, Devin, excuse me, do you have a moment?
Look, there's one thing on my mind. That's kicking Xavien Crace's ass tonight!
We move on here tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the new LWE Women's Champion to arrive. And look who she's backed by. The prototypical diva, Fasha Hellsing. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the new LWE Women's World Champion, Andrea Mercer. Andrea Mercer, scum of the earth, decided to take out Masako Watanabe in the dirtiest way imaginable at LWE Survival. And now the lone mercenary finally holds gold in the worst way she could have won it, in the cheapest way she could have won it. I can't believe Andrea Mercer turned her back on the LWE Universe, joining up with that new scum, Xavien Crace, as part of Peace Corps, and especially falling under the influence of Fasha Hellsing, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Fasha's out here tonight with the new champion, looking to further forge their new alliance. Andrea proudly raising a championship she can call hers. We're gonna hear from the new champ right here, right now. Look at this. Just taunting in the ring here. Taking it all in like Crace did.
You know how they like to say, good things come to those who wait? Well, I waited. I waited when the Diamonds Championship was taken from me without so much as the courtesy of a fight. I waited when they shunted me onto the Wrestle Kingdom 2 pre-show like I was just another name to be read and forgotten. I waited while this company paraded its latest favorites in front of you, while the rest of the Mercers were handed main events and world championships. Me, though, I was left sitting and catering, being politely reminded that I was the worst one out of the family. And you know what I learned? Waiting doesn't bring you opportunities. It teaches you who's comfortable standing by while you're left to starve. So for years, I had to be comfortable being the lone mercenary, stuck with that underdog bullcrap they wanted to sell you about. This Mercer is the one who did things the right way. The funny thing is, you didn't watch me for my wrestling abilities or because I was loyal to the LWE. You showed me that my name only matters for the Mercer at the end of it. But what did that even get me? Disrespect, even for my own blood. Which brings me to you, Father. Actually, no, Mike was right about one thing. You don't deserve that title, you piece of shit. So Evan, the so-called shareholder of LWE, you claimed that you had my back through it all, correct? But when I needed you most, you let me rot. And it's certainly not because you couldn't change it with all that power you possessed, but simply because you didn't care enough to. And in your absence came Fasha Hellsing, who guided me to creating my own path to the LWE Women's World Championship at Xavien Crace, who showed me the true colors of LWE. And then it all came together with you, Masako. At Survival, you strutted into that ring, clutching gold you never truly earned, carrying yourself like it was your birthright, snarling, scrapping, playing the part of the mad dog just as everyone expected. In your own head, this was your universe, your story, and you were convinced I was merely a formality, a quick stroll, an easy night's work. But your pride, that precious sense of honor you cling to so desperately, it blinded you. Because honor doesn't decide who stands tall. Power does. Power is what led me to the Peace Corps. They were the first to make me see this place for what it truly is. LWE is a system, a machine, a kingdom built on control. And if you aren't part of it, you don't just fall behind, you get buried. But it never had to end that way for me. I didn't need another leash or another banner to stand under. What I needed was control of myself again. To shed the skin of the lone mercenary and go beyond it. Because what stands before you now isn't someone searching for direction. What stands before you now is purpose. What stands before you now is the Commonwealth calamity, Andrea, Mercer. Now then, my first order of business as champion, I've decided to handle this myself. Fasha, you were instrumental in shaping my path. You were part of the missing piece I needed to truly find myself in this company. Loyalty like that isn't forgotten, not by me. It carries weight, it carries value. And with that loyalty comes a chance for you to succeed in a light they never allowed me to stand in. A chance to claim what was always just out of reach. So for that, I intend to reward you. This was taken from me. This was my symbol of success burnt to the fucking ground. But it doesn't have to be that way anymore. I control how my division runs, and I've decided that it's found a new home. So officially as of now, I am reinstating the LWE Diamonds Championship and awarding it to you, Fasha Hellsing. This division isn't a locker room anymore. It's now my territory. You can loathe me. You could chant Masako's name. You could cry about the old Drea till the 12th of never. She's gone. Good things don't come to those who wait. They come to those who take. Long live the Commonwealth.
Wait a minute! Wild Cosmo! Well, what's this out of this world alien doing here, ladies and gentlemen? Has no business being out here during Andrea Mercer's segment, but we know she's a great, ally to Masako Watanabe. Has finally had enough. Wasn't the person I was expecting either.
You know, Cosmo, is it? As much as I'd like to show you and everyone else how things work around here, I'm afraid I'm not in gear to compete tonight. But I'm all for opportunities, and I'm sure my friend Fasha Hellsing is looking for a fight. So much so that she'll even put her LWE Diamonds Championship on the line right here, right now. What do you say?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got an impromptu championship matchup right here, right now, and it seems Fasha might not be too happy about that. But I'll tell you who certainly is. Wild Cosmo! Cosmo looks to step up and be the first challenger for the now reignited LWE Diamonds Championship. An interesting turn of events, ladies and gentlemen. The Diamonds Championship has returned to the LWE, and it's looking to be defended here tonight against Wild Cosmo. Look at that! Whoa! I don't know what you call that, but I'm gonna assume she learned it from her father, ladies and gentlemen. She loves that man. Loves to mimic everything he does, so I'm certain that's his favorite wrestler and his favorite taunt. Seems to be a little bit of a yeet stance going on here, but we got a Diamond Championship matchup, and there's what the championship looks like. But I'm guessing Andrea bringing this championship back is meant to be a symbol against the LWE, and something now Fasha Hellsing takes responsibility for here tonight. All right, Wild Cosmo, Fasha Hellsing. Referee, would you kindly ring the bell? The bell is rung, and here we go. Oh! Double kick connecting there. And now we're going to take it to the collar and elbow tie up here. A little bit of a collar elbow there. Whoa, going around the waist there. And Fasha's definitely going to have the power advantage going into this matchup. Cosmo, whoa, wait a minute. Has that agility in favor of her move arsenal here. Wait a minute, snap bear down there. Right down into the headlock here. Ooh, hey, is she tapping? I mean, maybe just a little bit. Oh! Look at Fasha! Don't let the size fool you. Fasha Hellsing is sure as shit athletic and is going to put you through hell in any way she can. She grabs a hold of the arm here, just wrenching at the arm, and look at this, Cosmo. Oh, finally firing back there. Wait, a corner with a tornado DDT. And Cosmo went for the leg drop, brother, but it didn't connect. And Fasha now grabs a hold. What's Fasha thinking? Off the ropes here. Oh! Just tossed her into the air with a pounce. And the axe handle down there. And now Fasha could be looking to slow this matchup down. Just take all the energy and drain it out of Wild Cosmo. Oh, wait a minute. Fasha set up for something big here, and it seems Andrea brought a kendo stick in. Oh! What a super kick to the jaw! And Fasha, we're back into a collared elbow tie up here. Now, wait a minute. And Cosmo's gonna think it's time to take the advantage here against Fasha Hellsing, but Fasha immediately, slamming the arm down, taking control immediately back into her favor, and now, oh wait a minute, and going after the arm again. Look at that, stretching against the ropes there. Fasha not holding back, and look at this, tried to stomp in the corner. Cosmo grabbed the leg and slamming Fasha down with her stomp. Fasha gets out of the way, knee right against the ropes here, and look at Cosmo, choking her against the ropes there. Ooh, wait a minute, off the ropes, goes big or go home. Wait a minute, to the eyes, and a strike down, and I think Andrea started messing with the turnbuckle pad over there. No, not a 2 count. And Fasha could be looking to go for something big here. Referee's gonna go back to fixing it. Look out! Wait a minute! Cosmo moves! Fasha sent to the middle. Oh my God, the strength of Cosmo there! Cosmo now holding back off the ropes. Kick right to the skull. No remorse. Oh, to the arm! Now taking it out on Fasha's arm. Wait a minute. What is this? Oh, butterfly lung blower! Springboard moonsault! Leg drop down! And look at this. Getting back into the corner for a little bit of breathing room! Kick to the skull! Cosmo here! Oh, the solar flare meteor crash! 1, 2, no! A kick out at 2. Not enough to put down Fasha. But Cosmo could be closing in on the victory, and there's Fasha taking advantage. Oh, slamming her skull into the mat. And a springboard cross body. Just crushing her inside out. Now, looking to go big. Wait a minute, and knee right to the chest. Knocks her into the corner. And look at Cosmo here. Kicks here. Throws her up. Disaster kick to the skull. Go, Cosmo, go. 1, 2, no. Kick out at 2. And Andrea messing with the turnbuckle pad again. Look at that! Went for a springboard shooting star! No one home! And the ref fixing the turnbuckle as Fasha Arrow hammering away in the corner. Checking the nails. Oh! Right down! Forearm smash to the skull! Is that gonna be it? 2! No! Cosmo kicks out. Barely getting her shoulder up there. And Cosmo slowly getting up. Fasha not playing any more games, right into the corner here. What's she thinking? Wait a minute, got her up. Oh, right to the stomach. What on earth? Oh! Stretching the life out of Cosmo there. Look at that. Ref's telling Andrea to back up. And Fasha shit-talking.
Get off my back, I'm doing my job.
And the referee trying to prevent Fasha there. Fasha, wait a minute! Fasha's still yelling at the referee about touching her there. And the pump kick by Andrea.
I'm just doing my job
right
here.
Back into the ring. Andrea took out Cosmo. Ref didn't see it. Northern Lights bomb. 1, 2, and a kick out. Cosmo is still in it. And look, Fasha said it's done. It's over. Everything you worked for here could be looking for hell for you. Got her on the shoulders. Tornado DDT! Cosmo! Countering! What a counter there! Toss up! Springboard! Arm drag there! Drop kick to the skull! Ducks under! Springboard crossbody! Cosmo's flying all over the ring! Wait, Fasha with the counter! What the? Handspring cutter! And look at that! Yay, yay, yay! Solar flare! 1, 2! No! Fasha kicked out! Fasha somehow still in this matchup, slowly getting up, could be looking for Cosmic Explosion! Fasha goes around back here, lifts her up, got her on the shoulders, perhaps for help for you! Wait a minute! Cosmo! Almost a skull here! Throws her up, tries for a roundhouse, no one home! Forearm smash, off the ropes here! Ducks under, off again! Power slam down! No! A close 3 count there. Andrea trying to parade on Fasha support. Oh my God! What was that? Cosmo tired of Andrea's cheerleading. Wait! Oh, went for the flying spin dash. Fasha moves. Hell for you! And this is Fasha, the wait! Oh, kick out! And I can't believe it, but that move has put away talent in the G1 climax. I think Fasha's a little bit shocked here. Look at this. Fasha is saying it's gonna be all over for you here. Wait a minute. Cosmo, toss up there. Sunset flip over. Whoa. Trying to lift for a power bomb, can't do it! Wait a minute, go for Alabama Slam! Elbow there! Wait! Solar Flare blocked! It went. What the hell is Fasha doing? Oh! And F5 into the mat! And that gets Fasha the victory! What a match! What a performance by Cosmo! I can't believe it. Here is your winner, and still the LWE Diamonds Champion, Fasha Hellsing! Fasha, one of the best to ever do it. She claims, proving that here tonight. Successful defense of the reinstated Diamonds Championship against Cosmo. And look at her parading around, celebrating. Look at that. Diamonds Championship raised in the air. Look at this. The hell for you. Right down into the mat. And the referee, I thought this was 3. Cosmo getting the shoulder up. And then look at this. Look for Solar Flare. Blocked by Fasha, right to the leg, and that gave Fasha enough strength here to hit this, this F5 into the mat. I'm assuming a new hell for you, that's it. Fasha is still the Diamonds champ. Wait a minute! Try with the Women's Championship into the skull! Still holds that title. Look at Fasha laughing. Wait! The Mad Dog! The Mad Dog of Callaway! Out for revenge against our new champs! And look at Andrea and Fasha running out of here. Scared of what's to come. Masako is pissed. She's angry. Oh no. Oh no. I think she's found a way to take her anger out, ladies and gentlemen. Right back into the ring. No! No! Come on, she just had a match! Masako! Gonna make an example here! Wait! And look at that! Showing a little bit of respect here. You know, Cosmo did come into the defense for Masako here. Almost like a friend. And these two now standing tall against the champs. What's gonna happen here? Okay. I don't know if they're friends, but it seems, we've come to a mutual agreement. Masako certainly isn't alone in this battle here, ladies and gentlemen. We gotta get ready to move on here tonight. Coming up next, it's gonna be Freakin K making his in-ring return against Cameron and Inari. We're gonna see that right now. It's time. The Canadian Nightmare with his first LWE Riot matchup since returning at Survival. And there he is! Freakin K is back! And more ready than ever. Here it comes, guys. This contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making his way down to the ring from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He is the Canadian Nightmare, Freakin K! CK is back in an LWE ring against that piece of shit. Next, it's the calm before the storm. We have the main event coming up next. With CK coming out here tonight. A lot of heart, a lot of passion, a lot of fight on his mind. He might have not fought as hard in the Wargames as the other competitors, but he played an essential role in their victory. Meanwhile, I don't know if I could say the same for this person. But that's just because I'm biased, and I'll admit it. Fuck this person. But we'll at least give them the announcer. And his opponent, he is the pompous jackass, Cameron Inari. Wait, this note card says I have to call you the QB1. No, you don't have to call him that. Don't worry about that. Here comes Cameron Inari coming down to the ring here. As you can hear from our announcer, Cameron Inari really does believe they're one of the best to ever step foot in that LWE ring. And more importantly, that they deserve everything. But Cameron Inari said that they're here tonight to quote-unquote defend LWE. Defend it from outsiders like ZK, who ran off to Cancun? I hate him so much. You're an outsider! I despise. You know what? I'm gonna remain unbiased. Freakin K, Cameron Inari, referee. Would you kindly ring the bell? Here we go, match underway, and here we go, right to the collar and elbow tie-up near the center of the ring, and Inari. Ooh, I can say one good thing about Inari, stepping into the ring here tonight with those bandaged waistlines there. And did fight hard in Wargames, but, I think they're over-exaggerating this idea that they're this, big star. Oh, strike to the kidney there. And hammering away. Wait a minute. ZK, hammerlock here. Could be potentially thinking about, The hammerlock lariat, the dead winner that he connects with. There's the headlock now onto Cameron Inari. Inari tosses him off. Leapfrog. Leapfrog again. Go for hip toss. Can't get the hip toss off. Wait a minute. ZK rolling through. Into fireman's carry here. Has him up before. Oh! Oh! Cheap throw line. Away. And Inari to the head. Wait. Inari. Go for him prettier. Oh. And ZK said no. And look at Inari doing the suck it, kiss my booty. Back into another lockup here, and that only infuriated ZK at the fact Inari not taking them serious here.
Okay, let him out.
Ref's breaking it here. Oh, a throat chop and a calf kick down. Inari taking ZK off the feet here, and wait a minute. Oh, the eye of the hurricane. One. No. Only a 1 count. Ooh, locks the wrist. Wait a minute, ZK fights out of it. ZK now, hammering away. Ooh, headlock here. Ooh, wait. Drop toe hold. And Inari's pissed, being made a fool of. Wait a minute, into the victory roll. What? No, not one. Oh. Flipped off there. Inari slowly getting up. ZK grabs a hold and lariat down. Wait, picks him back up. Lariat down. Going for a triple. Down goes the pompous jackass. And the stomps to the chest there by the Canadian Nightmare. You know, what a matchup here so far. What a show we've had, ladies and gentlemen, with those stomps to the chest. And I want to say, if you are new here, you are enjoying the action, make sure to lumbar check that follow button. We'll always appreciate it. If you're watching on the YouTube, make sure to also lumbar check it. Oh! A forearm to the skull there. Canadian Nightmare waiting for Cameron Inari to get up. Cameron with a kick to the gut there. Right back in. Oh, wait a minute. Locks ZK into the corner. And look at this. The referee having to break it. Oh! Straight to the skull. Dazing ZK. And trying to send him out of the ring. Holding onto the ropes. Triangle drop kick to the floor. And ZK holding his chest there. Wait a minute. Inari going over with the dive. And Inari trying to aura form here with these taunts. He grabs a hold of ZK. Into a power slam. Oh! Face right against the table and a kick there. Oh! Kick over the neck. Inari. Wait a minute. ZK! With the enziguri! Now ZK grabbing Inari, sending him back into the ring. Look at the Canadian Nightmare. Focus, poised. And look at that. The referee finally making control. Oh no! ZK might accidentally struck the ref. And look at that. Inari. Oh, to the eyes! To the eyes to take advantage. Oh, ZK was trying to be empathetic. Accidentally connected with the referee. The ref understands. And Inari found the opening. And now just stomping in his chest hair. Oh! It's a smart strategy by Inari, you know, take advantage of someone else's kindness here. Oh my God! Oh, that's got to be a DQ, right? Maybe I was wrong about this referee kick to the head there. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Boom. Oh, forearm smash to the back of the head. Now trying to go for something big. Elbow to the gut there. ZK now taking advantage. Snap bear forward. Ooh, knee to the skull. Stomping at the knee there. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, Cameron Inari with the strike to the skull. Inari. Oh! Kick down there. Now slowly picking up. ZK sending him into the corner. And Cameron Inari here. What's this? Oh! Oh! Buckle smash! Sits right down. And Inari, you know, taking full advantage. Pendulum backbreaker and stretching away here. him down. Inari doesn't give a damn. Inari gives a damn about his winning this matchup. And now, just taunting on the fans, and they're booing here. Grabbing a hold. ZK sent off. Leapfrog there. Leapfrog. Wait! ZK caught him in the air! And a ZK! Anaconda voice! Anaconda voice! Oh my god! The move that should have won CM Punk the Elimination Chamber at 06 for the ECW title! Look at this! Squeeze it away at the head! Wait! Oh! Knees to the back! And ZK a little dazed! Right into the corner! And Inari with a forearm smash! Again with another! And look at this! Oh! Inari's pissed! Inari's tired of dealing with ZK here! ZK! Wait a minute! No! Wait! No! Backstabber! Crossface now! Inari with the crossface being applied. Is ZK gonna tap out? Is this gonna be the end? You know, the same type of crossface ZK put Matt Gray in at LWE Survival. Is this gonna be poetic here? Defending Matt in some sort of way. Wait a minute! ZK rolls through. German suplex. Oh! Dead! Winner, no! Dunked it! Kick to the head! Runs off the ropes! Rolling Thunder! Hooking the inside leg! 2, no! Only a 2 count. Top rope moonsault, no one home. ZK now fired up here. Oh, wait a minute. Cameron Inari kicks there. Ooh, kicked it. What? Going for a DDT. Neck breaker! I couldn't see, you know. Sometimes the cameras don't work out the way they should. And look at this. Bow and arrow! The bow and arrow being applied. But ZK splashing down. Getting thrown off there. Cameron Inari now strikes to the head. Strikes to the head. Discus clothesline down. And Inari now calling for ZK to get up here. Inari, boom, boom. Oh, a forearm smash. Right into the corner here, ZK barely able to get up. You know, I was expecting a lot more from ZK. ZK coming back explosive and fiery, you know, but it seems as this match has gone on, he's gotten a lot more winded here. Fireman's carry, discus punch. It's costing him. It's definitely not the energy we were expecting from ZK here. And look at this as I was speaking here. Roll through Falcon's arrow. And look at this. Toss off there. Wait a minute. Grabs the hold. Irish whip off the ropes here. Kicked up. Off the rope. Went for the PK. Oh, kick to the gut. Super kick to the jaw. And Inari now. Oh, going to the top. Oh, frog splash. 1, 2, no. A kick out at 2, and Inari can't believe it. Inari's gonna go for another here. Uh-oh. I don't think Inari's gonna appreciate. Wait! He comes back up! Look out! Superplex! Brain Buster! 2, kick out there, but he's still got a hold of the arm. Armbar leg lock combination! A classic ZK move here in the LWE, the armbar leg lock. Is this gonna be it for the pompous jackass? Is this gonna be it? Wait a minute, Inari. Oh! Pulled out there. Wait, go for Blue Thunder. Bomb! Connecting! 1, 2, no! ZK kick it out, and Inari's pissed. Inari's yelling at the referee here. Inari could be looking for the unprettier here. Wait, ZK with the elbow there. And here comes the Canadian Nightmare. Ducks under. Clothesline down. Shining Wizard in the corner. Bulldog. ZK now calling up Inari. Dead winner. 1, 2, no! ZK can't believe it, and it looks like he could be thinking cheap thrill ride! Oh wait! Elbow to the jaw! Oh no! No! I'm prettier! ZK rolls back! Wait! Inari! Turns around! No! I'm prettier! And ZK kicks out! And Inari can't believe it, sending him into the corner and screaming in his face now. He shouldn't do that. He's gonna put an end to this. Avalanche there. Wait, ducks under. Ah! Gatling gun! The Gatling gun! And it might be time, ladies and gentlemen. ZK calling Inari up on the shoulders for the cheap thrill ride. The cover. 2. That's it. Freakin K gets the win here tonight. Here is your winner, the Canadian Nightmare, Freakin K! ZK back with a vengeance. I gotta be a little honest here. There were times where I thought ZK was gonna lose that matchup. I'm a little impressed by Cameron Inari, but it more so might be that ring rust setting in on ZK. Nonetheless, ZK gets the win here tonight. Look at that. The unprettier connecting there. Hooking the leg. 1, 2, and ZK barely getting the shoulder up. Ducked underneath and hitting the Gatling gun. Followed by the lift onto the shoulders and the classic cheap thrill ride. As the ref counted the 1, 2, 3. A successful return victory for ZK. Getting ready for us to go into tonight's main event. Congratulations, and look at that, ZK soaking in this crowd. Loving every second of him here. Gets ready, head to the back and look at that, taking the, no, wait, what the, oh my God! Matt! Rolling over the back! Matt Gray! Now beating on ZK! What the hell is Mr. King of the Palace doing here? The most dangerous man in all of LWE unleashing a violent attack here on ZK! Oh my God! Wait, went for TNA kick! Caught it! Exploder! And ZK now! Gonna get a couple strikes in on that! Hammer away! Wait a minute! Look out, ZK! Look out! Inari back in! ZK ducks! Dead winner! And that stopping the momentum there! Mr. Prime Example over the skull and shades back of what happened here. The Lethbridge Hurricane, the move that put ZK on the shelf and out of LWE. The Lethbridge Hurricane applied. ZK screaming in agony. Matt holding on for dear life. And ZK's out. He's out. And Matt just putting him down. Wait a minute, he's got a mic.
Oh, brother dear. I don't get it. I took your briefcase, I took your career, I personally dragged your ass through every single layer of hell, and still you came back. Why? Why? I ended you! Why did you have to show your face here again? All you had to do was stay away. Remember what I said at Survival? Actions have consequences, bitch. At Heart of Tokyo, you're gonna learn exactly what that means. And remember, brother dear, you asked for this.
Come on now, Matt! Matt! No! Oh, the knee to the skull! And ladies and gentlemen, Matt Gray has officially accepted the challenge! It's gonna be the prime example going up against the Canadian Nightmare at LWE Heart of Tokyo. And tonight, Matt is the one left standing. We gotta get ready for tonight's main event. But first, let's run through the Carnage card. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before tonight's main event takes place, we're gonna run you through some of the LWE Carnage match card, including this matchup right here, as confirmed earlier tonight. Christian Shelly is going to challenge JC Martinez for the LWE Light Heavyweight Championship. That ought to be a good one. But just announced, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be Crossbones, the emo psychopath, taking on Trevor Hannibal. Two hardcore guys going at it. As well, with our tag team #1 contenders matchup, we have Grapple 925 making their debuts against Cutthroat Conspiracy, where the winners will go join Guyz being dudes in the Carnage before Heart of Tokyo. As well, we have just confirmed tag team action as Wild Cosmo teams up with Masako Watanabe to take on Andrea Mercer and Fasha Hellsing, the champ, taking on the two who stepped up earlier tonight. And in our main event, it's gonna be an LWE World Massacre Championship matchup as Jimmy Darrow defends the World Massacre title against James Mendoza. All that and much more matches to be announced. But as confirmed for LWE Heart of Tokyo, it's going to be an Intercontinental Championship matchup. David Fowler, the dope with a mouth, defends the LWE Intercontinental Championship against the Pinoy Kid, Chris Knight. As well, the battle lines have been drawn as the Canadian Nightmare, Freakin K, gets to go one-on-one with Mr. King of the Palace and the most dangerous man in all of LWE, Matt Gray. All this and much more coming to you live in both Carnage and LWE Heart of Tokyo. Now, we gotta get ready for tonight's main event.
I was destined for greatness. But pride come before the fall. The balance had shifted. Yet you still seek truths to change your destiny. But to hell you are bound. For none shall find the truth.
Look. I'll buy you the ticket for Riot, but do you think you can show up and deal with him, please? Hold on 1 minute. Kane, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Like I said,
I'm doing this because I'm the only one who actually cares about what the LWE Universe wants.
Kane!
I said I was going to do this on my own already. You could have just done it, but you didn't. What the hell? No! Timothy Smith! No! Beating on Jimmy Kane! What is Smith doing? No! Oh! We knew Jimmy Kane wanted the opportunity! And Smith not giving him any sort of inch here! Off that Northern Lights on the concrete! Oh my God! And just slamming him down!
What are you doing? Smith, come on now. Come on now. No!
No! Not through the table, no! Oh, stairway to heaven! Through the table! And Smith standing over the carcass of Jimmy Kane! Now what do we do?
My goodness. Uh-oh. Oh my God. Oh. We knew he was here. We talked about it. He talked about Crace and kicking his ass. And there he is. The Lone Star, Devin Isaac, coming down to the ring. Devin Isaacs, who got betrayed at LWE Survival with Crace, befriended him, gained his trust, and smashed a chair over his skull. And Devin walking down with authority, with demand, getting a little bit of hype from the crowd, but we know exactly what he wants. And Crace is supposed to defend the World Championship right now, but there's no one out here. Wait, Devin's calling for a mic.
Crace, all of that potential and brotherhood bullshit, I'm not here for it. The only thing concerning me is that you looked at me dead in the eyes when you smashed that chair over my skull and truly believed your problem with me was over before it could begin. But Crace, you should have known better. You aimed for the head and not the heart, which means you left me alive. You left me wanting to fight right here, right now. So bring your cronies, bring your bullshit reasonings, bring whatever you have. Tonight, I'm leaving with two things. The LWE World Heavyweight Championship that you took from me, and your head that I'm gonna rip off your fucking shoulders. So get your ass in this ring now!
Oh no. Oh no, Devin, come on. Devin, you don't know what you've just done. We saw the consequences of what Nick Callaway did earlier. We just saw the consequences of Jimmy Kane. Oh. And there he is, the LWE World Heavyweight Champion, Xavien Crace, and he's not alone. The damn Title Town Titans, the reigning tag champs, following right behind. And this whole message of peace score, you know, Devin, you're outnumbered. There's no one back there to help. We have nothing. Evan's down. You gotta leave. Oh, guys, he's over here exiting the ring, you know. I think he's gonna wait. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't think Devin is gonna stand down here. And he's got a couple chairs. Devin, I don't know if that's gonna be enough. Oh, and Crace here in the crowd here. And here come the Titans into the ring. Oh! Chair over the skull of JJ! Sam rushes there! Strike to the skull! Sidewalk slam onto the chair! Devin knocking JJ down! Sam rolling out of the ring here! Onto his feet though! Wait, what the hell are you doing, Devin? Devin! Well, that's 2 problems down! Crace can't believe it! And here we go! We're gonna have it here! Wait a minute! Damn it! That damn bitch! Andrea Mercer standing in front of Crace here! Not letting Devin get his hands on him! Devin, I don't know if I would do anything irrational. Oh my god! Oh my god! No! William Parker! Wanting interference! And the Reaper now beating down onto Devin here! And the Reaper watching the Lone Star get up! Oh, King's Lance! And look at Parker standing over the body of Devin Isaacs. Come on. Oh, he's calling for it here. Arcwing. Panic attack! And Crace forced to watch on! Devin Isaacs now dragging Parker over here. Wait. No. No, oh my god, we've seen this before! No! It looks as though Peace Corps are about to be without their Reaper! Do it, Devin! Do it! Wait, who the hell? Oh my god! A baseball bat into the spine of Devin! Who the hell is that? And now beating on Devin with the bat! Oh my god! No! Wait a minute, no! Over the skull! Guys! That's DTS!
You could. You really thought that's all you had to
Guys,
do?
come on.
No. I always have a plan.
Come on now, stop!
David, put an end to this nonsense. Now.
No, it's Devin trying to grab the chair! Oh! A curb stomp on the chair! Devin was trying to fight back! And Parker and DTS just put down Devin! Oh my god, no. And it seems Peace Corps have a new member in the Savior! Oh, no, come on, get out of the ring! Get out of the ring! You guys have done enough! Sam King JJ Silver Scepter! Right onto that chair! You all are monsters! Stop it!
You know, Devin?
No, come on.
I've given you everything. I've given you this world championship. I've been able to give you advice when you've asked for it. And yet, despite fumbling it all, you still ask for more. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to give you just one more time. An LWE World Heavyweight Championship match. Right here, right now. Ring the bell.
Look, the refs are refusing. He knows Devin needs help.
Seems like I have to do everything around here. All right, then.
Oh my god!
Now ring the goddamn bell or you will join him and I'll find a referee who will do the job instead.
Gray's assaulting an LWE official! Come on, just do your job, man. No. Devin is defenseless, guys. And look at Crace mocking him. Wait! Devin! Shoving the foot off! And Crace knows. Crace knows. Oh my God. Setting him up for death to society. Wait. Wait. Hey! Devin! Devin fighting back! Uppercut! Off the ropes! And Devin hammering away! Non-stop strikes! Kick his fucking ass! And the GAD! Devin Isaacs! Looking to end things. Oh, no! 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 Devin's calling for Gonzo Bomb! But Crace, sidestepping! Peacemaker! Wait! Panic attack! 1, 2! Oh my God! Devin had Crace beat! We could have ended this nightmare! Devin looking to end things again! Texas Hold'em! No! Elbow to the skull! Kicks away at the leg! Crace! No! The Peacemaker! And Crace looking to end things here! Dead to society! Come on now! No! Oh my God! You sick son of a bitch! What the hell's the matter with you? He said he wants to do it again! Come on, no! Another death to society! For good measure! Damn it! Damn you! You son of a bitch! I can't believe it. Rubbing salt in the wound, sending a further message to Devin Isaacs. Humiliating. Are you happy now? Are you happy that you beat him? Beat a defenseless man? And look at Crace just acting like he just battled the toughest match of his entire career when he knows he had that match won. You suck! Here is your winner, and still the LWE World Heavyweight Champion, Xavien Crace. I can't believe this, ladies and gentlemen. I can't believe Xavien Crace would do this. Completely screwing over Devin Isaacs like that. Using the numbers game to his advantage, introducing the newest. Oh, come on. Come on now, you've done enough. No! And just sending him out of the ring. And look at this. And it seems, oh my God, Parker and DTS are looking to get rid of him. Come on. Oh, as we see here, with this whole matchup, putting the foot down, Devin Isaacs didn't have to refuse, but he chose to. He chose to fight back. He knew what was right in his heart, fighting with every last bone in his body. And this right here, ladies and gentlemen, look for the Peacemaker. Devin counters into the panic attack in what could have been the biggest upset, too. And Crace just barely getting the shoulder up. The first step to society. And Crace said that wasn't enough. I'm going to hit you with another for good measure. And now, look, he feels so happy about himself here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately with LWE, we're all out of time. Unfortunately, Crace stands tall. Thank you for watching What the? No.
This world keeps pushing down upon me.
Oh my God! The boy who shattered reality, shedding the skin of a mirror. Dakota Strider is back, and here comes the Titans. Craze caught him to go up. Over there, like, oh, JJ with the Bulldog. Oh, and they're looking to get rid of him too. And look at Sam King flipping him off. Oh my God, JJ. And Stripe tossing him in. Wait! Forward down! Catches the foot. Turn around. Kick to the gut. What are you doing? Slams down! And Strider knows exactly where his target is! Grace said, let's do this! The boy who shattered reality is back! And he wants his hands on the world chip! What the? Oh my God! Brad Epic! Epic with a guitar into the spine of Craze! And these two men know each other all so well! Staring eye to eye! Both men looking as though they've seen a ghost! Craze escaping! And here comes the Titans! Wait! Look at that chop block! Wait a minute. What's Strider doing? Up on the shoulders! Aesthetic is everything! Electric chair driver! Both men standing over members of the Peace Corps! Now back at one another! And look at this! Craze pissed off beyond belief, and Kona holding the World Championship. But what about the former champ? Brad Epic looking in the eyes of Strider. Strider taunting on Craze, who's now holding the World Championship back. What a sequence of returns! Brad getting out of there! Ladies and gentlemen, just when Peace Corps thought there was nothing left, Dakota Strider is back, and now we're out of time! Thank you for watching! Lombard, check that follow button!